it got a little messy for a couple days. As y'all saw, I was crying and snotting and sniffing and crying all over the place, and I was really, really hurt, and I'm still hurt. And the thing that I'm really hurt over, it's not about money that I paid. It's not even really the service that I received. More so, I'm hurt that human beings can be so ugly. Human beings can be so nasty, so hurtful. And I guess sometimes I think like I have to go through certain things like, you know, mistreatment because maybe I'm just so naive. Maybe I'm just so nice that just think everything is just like so peachy and rainbows and just beautiful. And when something not so beautiful happens to me, I think it's so hard. It's so hard. And I'm so confused. It's crazy to me. And I'm like, I see people being mistreated in the world, but it's like when it happens to you, that's when it hits, like y'all say, hit different. That's when it hits different when it happens to you. It's like, 'cause you never expect, you do see things happening and you feel for them, for people. But when something bad happens to you, it's just like the world has ended. That's how I feel just because, I'm just so used to if I'm a nice person, good things gonna come to me. People are gonna be kind to me because I'm kind to people. But being in Ghana, I learned like you can't always get what you want. This ain't Burger King. You can't always have it your way. I am learning like eh, talking about Ghana. I have so much to say. I'm just not saying it, but yeah, I am learning the reality of the world that we live in. And I know y'all probably like, well, dang, you're 33 years old. Didn't you learn? I really didn't because, like, let me give you guys a backstory. Wait a minute. I remember at 15 years old, I went to go and live with my father. And that's when things took a turn for the worse, mentally and emotionally. I believe at 18 years old, I was still in school. I was homeschooled actually. I wanted to spend the summer because I had did all my classes, all my work. All I had to do was take my final exam. I remember wanting to go to, and my father was like, "Oh, that's fine out there." Like, "Oh no, probably doing this and that. You don't need them influencing you to do nothing wrong." And I'm like, I mean, and I can make my choices. I believe in God. I know what's right from wrong. But my dad is like, "No, come home." I'm like, "Please, just let me stay here." I was going through stress. I really needed to get away for my own reasons. I was going through my own hurt that he really didn't know that he caused, or maybe he did know. I don't know. But this man was like, "Okay, you want to be grown? You want to make your choice? I'm gonna send your stuff." My stuff was sent the next day in a box. Just put it all together in a box. I was so hurt. I'm like, dang. All right, so that's 18 years old. From there, I found myself in relationships. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know nothing about men. I never had a boyfriend or anything. But it didn't really count. I didn't know what I was doing. I got married at 23 years old. So here I am. I can count maybe I had about 3 to 4 jobs ever in my lifetime. I didn't stick around long enough to learn anything. So it's like I felt like I'm like a late bloomer kind of. And I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like I'm like a late bloomer and there's a lot of things to life that I really just don't know. So I was just used to people helping. People would always be like, "You're so sweet, you're so kind." People were always helping me. If I needed it, I didn't have to hesitate to ask. And so I would. Now, here we are. Ghana, fast forward to Ghana. I'm married again, second time. And, being here with this whole Airbnb thing happening, the shocker in all of this, if you guys don't know about the story I'm talking about, go watch the near death experience in the Airbnb. If you don't know what I'm talking about. So with all of this going on and stuff, I think the reason why I had reacted the way that I did, I'm talking anxiety. I'm talking heart palpitation, breathing hard, just stress, isolation, just different things that it's a part of the culture. And they may be used to it, but it's like too much for me, overstimulating. It's just too much. The traffic is just too much. A lot of noise, a lot of things going on. So I'm anxious. It's crazy. So when that day when I woke up gasping for air, And then later moments, a few minutes later, I'm laying there, barely breathing, and I'm just saying my goodbyes in my head. When I came to, I was just like, "Oh, no. Airbnb, y'all gotta help me out, 'cause this is life-threatening." And so I'm messaging everybody, and that was on May 10th. Let me see what today is. Today is May 21st. On May sorry. Today is May 21st. On May 10th, I messaged. On May 10th, Airbnb acknowledged, "Okay, we can see that this is a life-threatening emergency for you. But, give me some time. I gotta go to I'll be back when I get return to work in 2 days." Oh my gosh. I did not expect that response. And when I read that response, something went off in me and I was like, "Oh, heck no. We not letting this go." I just told you what happened, and now so since May 10th, I've been gathering evidence. I've been gathering every conversation. I've been gathering everything because I feel that legally I'm within my rights. And it's just like I have not had time to like kind of recover from what happened. I have not had time to like calm my nervous system down. I just been going, going, going. All right, so I guess this is turning into a story time because I'm long-winded. Sorry. That's why I got a YouTube channel. Just FYI. So today I'm finally thinking that I'm gonna reach resolution. Gonna be attended to. I get put back in the loop. Send the email. Oh, I didn't get your email. Just now silence again, just back in the loop, right? So I'm not gonna lie. In my head, I am going off because I'm like, I'm a human being. I don't understand. No, I learned there's a lesson in this. There's a lesson. I always look for the lesson. I try to at least once I calm down. And the lesson that I learned is you can't always get what you want. You could try. You could try. You can't always get what you want. And not everybody is going to pat you on your back. Not everybody's going to treat you like a baby. Not everybody is going to be at your beck and call. Like, is that how you say it? Every beck and call. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. Not everybody's just going to jump when you say jump. And that was something valuable that I really needed. Although I'm hurt, although it bothered me, that's a valuable lesson that I can apply throughout my life. I don't know if there's any other late bloomers on here or if there's any other woman on here that you're on a journey, you started over and you're trying to step into who God calls you to be, or maybe you just, trying to exist in this world or in this life. You ain't by yourself. We're in this together. We're in this together. I have a journal for you. I have a guide for you to find rest through this, through all of this. So if you're interested in that, the link is in my bio. And I call myself Her Victorious because it's who I am, and so are you. And life is a journey. Relax. We're still